Hello there, all my wonderful Capricorns. Welcome to DragonTaleTarot. My name is Ariel, and this is your belated July 2020 astrology and tarot overview reading. I am always so grateful to be with you. I love being with my fellow Capricorns, and I am so sorry that this reading is a lot later coming out than I planned on it. Usually I get these out right around the beginning of the month, but it's been a little over a week. I had a major emergency here at the house with my mom and my home. So yeah, very, very intense, pretty scary. I wrote about it in the community post section of my page, so if you want to know everything that happened, you can go check that out. But I am just so grateful that things are okay and that I am here back with you again. So guys, as always, the first few quick notes before we get started with any reading. If you're new to the channel, welcome and thank you so much for being here. Welcome to my new and returning subscribers. If you haven't done so yet, me and Mr. Dragon do invite you to reach out there, hit that subscribe button and join our dragon family. Also give it that dragon claw up by clicking the like button and let me know that you enjoy these readings. So this is going to be a general reading, everyone. It's not going to resonate with every single Capricorn out there. Take what makes sense, leave the rest for another goat. This will mostly correspond with Capricorn Sun, Moon, Venus, and Rising signs. And all Capricorn cross-watchers are, of course, welcome to join us as well. If you're interested in a personal reading with me, would like info on any of the card decks that I use in my readings, or would like to make a donation to the channel, all that info and description links are down in the box below. So let's go ahead and get started, Capricorn. This is an intense month. I can attest to that in a big, big way because I have 4 planets in Capricorn and I am feeling it through and through. So astrologically, I always start out with a few minutes of the astrology notes, and yes, I have quite a few notes here. Currently our sun sign is in Cancer, so Capricorn, that is your direct polar opposite, that is doing a back and forth dance, and no surprise, it is highlighting your universal relationship house for most of this month. So don't be surprised, Capricorn, if love, romance, relationships come up very strongly. Mercury is retrograde right now until July 12th, also in the sign of Cancer. So lots of potentials for communication with people from the past, and that can be ex-lovers, ex-boyfriend, girlfriend, friends you haven't seen or talked to in forever, family members that you haven't talked to in a long time, because that Mercury going retrograde makes our minds go backwards. It makes us review, reflect, remember, right? All the rewords apply when we go into a Mercury retrograde, and so that's what makes people think, oh, I haven't talked to Capricorn in a minute. I'm going to call them up. And Capricorn, it's really up to you. You may not want to talk to them. You may say, oh, no thanks. But the good thing about Mercury retrograde energy is usually when people come back from the past, it is usually just for review, not for sticking around forever unless you really want them to, right? So you can really work that. But yes, very, very strong emphasis on your relationship life right now, Capricorn. Mars just went into the sign of Aries, which is its natural place to be. But it can be a challenge for Capricorn because Aries creates a 90-degree angle to our sign, which is a square in astrology. So that does create more friction, more challenge. The best outcome of this, Capricorn, is that you may feel like you were really motivated to get up and get going and start to take action about different aspects of your life. We just had the lunar eclipse in the sign of Capricorn, the full moon, and so that has been very intense because it wrapped up a 2-year cycle of solar and lunar eclipses in Cancer and Capricorn. So it's really between that and your ruling planet Saturn going retrograde in the last degrees of your sign right now, Capricorn, there are so many major energetic hurdles that you are crossing. A lot of things are really coming so strongly up to the surface, whether they're tough, whether they're good, whatever it is, it's like it is coming up to either be addressed, released, reviewed. It is huge energy for your sign right now. It's kind of like you're graduating up to another level of enlightenment and existence. So let's go ahead and get into your cards, Capricorn. I am still planning to do readings for the full moon, even though we're a little bit late getting them out, just because, you know, those energies are with us for a full month at least, and especially in your case, having it be in your sign and a lunar eclipse, very, very strong for you. So I'm going to be pulling a couple oracle cards. I'm going to start with a major arcana to be part of your energy and what you're bringing through for July 2020. Sorry, my brain is a little slow right now. It's been a time, guys. It has been quite a week, I will tell you. All right, dear angels, divine beings of light, guardians, ancestors, helpers, and healers, please be with the sun, moon, Venus, and rising sign of Capricorn as we do their July 2020 tarot reading. Please protect their energy as well as mine throughout the session and bring through clear, accurate messages for their highest good. Give me extra mental clarity to speak what I feel. Thank you so much. All right, so Capricorn, this is not a surprise. Your card from the major arcana for this month is Judgment. I'm definitely already feeling this for July. I bet you are too. This to me is the higher vibration of the Death card. It is definitely Scorpio energy. It's Pluto ruled, so it does have an association with that Death card. But Judgment is really more about the resurrection rather than the death. It's about the rebirth. It's about the renewal. So many Capricorns, you probably already have felt like, yes, I have been burned down to the ground, but this is your phoenix from the ashes coming through. So July, this month is powerful, Capricorn. This is a month of renewals, rebirths, a lot of resurrections. Yeah, potential relationships coming back to life. You know, any kind of circumstances that you find yourself in has a big chance for, you know, just complete renewal. A lot of you may feel like you're really in that final, like, symbolic death cycle where a lot of things are passing away and you're getting ready for that new rebirth, for the sun to come back up again. So let's get a spirit animal card. Let's see what spirit animal is guiding and protecting you throughout this month of July. And since we already are about a week into the month of July, these are things you may have already sensed, Capricorn. And if you haven't yet, they're coming. Interesting. I like this. Oh, and the keyword is responsibility. The meerkat comes up. And you know, the meerkat is a really interesting little animal. And I like how he's surrounded by all the others. You know, this is a definite animal that deals with family connections, interconnections, and responsibility within the family unit. So absolutely, this brings in that sense of community. And also like what you owe others and what they owe you, things coming full circle. And Capricorn, you are a very responsible sign. So, you know, this to me, I don't even know if I feel this so much as it's your responsibility so much, but maybe you're starting to really see what belongs to you and what doesn't. That you can't be responsible for the actions and emotions and thoughts and behaviors of other people. You can only be responsible for yourself and do your best on your own terms, you know, and it's like that's how you fit into the whole. Wow, that's a pretty strong card actually coming through. So let's get a crystal message for you. Crystal gemstone, what chakra is coming up to be healed for you this month? I love it. And it's actually one of my favorite stones. I have a piece of it sitting right here. I have a lot of malachite actually all over the place. But malachite is a heart chakra stone, Capricorn. It has a high copper content, so even just this little piece of it has a nice weight. It has a heaviness to it because it does have that high metallic content. But this is about, you know, connecting to your own nature. Malachite's a very protective stone, especially if you travel. So it's always good to keep a piece of that with you. It's really about connecting you back to nature and to your own nature. You know, so that's a very beautiful heart healing stone that is excellent for you to be using right now during July. I would also, you know, when I think about other green heart healing stones, I think about prehnite, peridot, and aventurine as well are all really great for the heart chakra. So let's go ahead and move Mr. Dragon over to the side. We're going to jump into the tarot. I am going to be using the Rider-Waite for the main spread and clarifying with the Modern Witch. So let's see what comes up, Capricorn. Oh my goodness. Looking forward to seeing what comes up for my goats out here. What have we got, Spirit? What messages do you have for all my Capricorn friends? Aww. Yay. Ooh, Capricorn. That's some beautiful cards coming up. Okay, so at the center of your reading, here you are at the center, Four of Wands. So Capricorn, you're very focused on, you know, funny enough, home, family stability, relationship harmony. Could be focused on a soulmate, twin flame, very strong love partnership with that, because many times our Four of Wands is considered that twin flame. Not only is it a fire card, but it does show that 11-11 synchronicity there. But overall, yes, this is a beautiful card of celebration, home, family. I know that I am personally feeling very grateful right now for my home and family after what happened here. Oh my goodness. So you may be experiencing either something similar, but something is going on, and expressing gratitude for what you have in those areas is really vital, and it really helps you a lot. So let's clarify that. Yes, and King of Swords. So could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy coming in around this. This could be your own solid decision making, but definitely coming from a strong logical place. Definitely there's a feeling, Capricorn, of you wanting to have control of things in this home environment. So it's like if you have, you know, things going pretty well, a lot of the time, yeah, it's because you're making good decisions. You're making good judgment calls. Very, very strong, very logical kind of energy. So in the immediate past, we have the Page of Wands. So there's definitely some new movement. There's some new energy that's been coming in to your world, Capricorn, very, very strongly. Very interesting because, you know, that for me always, the Page of Wands feels like Aries energy. Mars is in that sign of Aries, and it is highlighting your universal fourth house. And so that home energy, again, really gets strengthened. There is something very new, very big, you know, opening up, doors, you know, opening. Could be new messages coming in, something regarding home, something regarding those kind of soul origins or spirit origins for yourself. There could be a lot of reestablishing yourself around the home. Some of you could be moving or just moved. That's very possible for some of my Capricorns out there. And look at that. This is something that's big. I got that feeling. It's like, because normally a Page of Wands may not seem like a really big deal because it's the page, but that World card came up. I could feel that. I was like, oh, this is something big. This isn't like little stuff. And that World card is, you know, just big closures, big things coming full circle. And Capricorn, like I said about your astrology, there are big things coming around. This isn't little stuff. This is like, you have graduated, you've been promoted, you've been moved up to the front of the line. The of course, the signs that go with the World are Aquarius, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio. So you might have some of that energy in your world as well going into the immediate future. Check them out. We have got the King of Pentacles, very strong earth energy, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. So you are definitely included in that. But to me, that King of Pentacles is the most balanced king in a lot of ways, one of the most balanced cards. The King and Queen of Pentacles both are, because it's all about stability. It's all about foundations and having good foundations that will last the long haul, right? The King of Pentacles is also the king that is most in touch you know, with the balance of divine masculine and feminine energies. So no matter what you know, identify as, you know, more masculine or feminine, this king definitely has a balance of those two. He can be very focused on work, Capricorn. You are very often focused on work and making money, so you may be as well working for that in the future. So, ooh, and look at this! Capricorn! Just flipped out from the second deck. We've got King of Pentacles on top of King of Pentacles. Hello! So very, very beautiful. Doubled up that energy. You are definitely sitting in your power coming into this immediate future. I like that. For a lot of my Capricorns, yes, you will be definitely focused on work, focused on saving, focused on bringing in more abundance. So not a bad thing, Capricorn. This could also say that you'll be very successful in whatever work that you're doing this month. Very, very nice. So on the bottom, what you're focused on, this is underneath your deck. On the spread, 10 of Swords of Capricorn, there has been definitely some pain, some feelings of betrayal, possibly grief, sadness, heartbreak. But that 10 of Swords, you know, that's coming to the end of a very tough cycle. Like I said, this is, you know, some big cycles coming full circle for you, Capricorn. So you yourself may be very focused on that. You may really be feeling like, wow, I have been through the ringer. And some of you may even get that sense that, you know, this is sort of the end of the cycle. It's not the beginning. And you're like, I just, you know, a lot of my goats, it's like, we just can't take anymore. It's like, don't dish any more of this out. And a lot of it, oh, Capricorn, for some of you, yeah, this is Libra energy with this 2 of Swords. This is decision making that, you know, usually needs to come from the heart. But your heart, for a lot of you, has been really beat up. You've been put through the ringer. You've gone through the heartbreaks, the loss, the pain, the grief, the sadness. And so you're trying to make some decisions, but you're coming from a kind of, you know, protected heart space. And the reason you're protecting it is because you've been through a lot of pain. And you have that blindfold on right now. So you may not feel like you're super clear about the decisions. I would say that when you have this kind of energy, give yourself a little time. Don't push yourself too fast. Realize you're going through a process, but definitely work to heal that heart chakra. Yes, use the malachite, use those different gemstones that are very, very good for heart healing, because that will help you. You can look up like sound therapy files on YouTube, like 639 hertz is really good for healing the heart chakra. And healing the love center. So on the top, crowning the spread, message from Spirit, is the 6 of Pentacles. So we've got more earth energy here, Capricorn. But to me, funny enough, you know, on the bottom you have that Libra energy in here. He's got that pair of scales in his hand. Because to me, this is Spirit saying, make sure you balance, Capricorn. You might have felt like you've been out of balance for a while. Whether it's, you know, balancing work life and real life, you know, it's like having enough time for both. But to me, you know, any of you that have been through any kind of difficulty in relationship, it's because you were giving so much and you were not receiving very much back. Because I know my Capricorns, and we put in 100%, more than 100% in relationships, and a lot of people just don't, right? It's not 50-50, it's 100-100. It's both people doing their best and putting in their whole heart. And if both people aren't doing it, it's always going to feel out of balance. So Capricorn, Spirit is really telling you, you know, you want to stay in that reciprocal energy. Do not let people breadcrumb you. Do not let people shortchange you. You are meant to get what you give. So let's see what clarifies that. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, that's it. So Capricorn, it is, for many of you, it is about a love situation where you were just giving. They were not giving back, and it just broke your heart because you could sense that, you know, you were maybe more in love, you were more invested, you were more committed, you were thinking more about the long term and the long haul, and they just were not doing that back for you. So, as I often do, whenever a 3 of Swords card comes up, I am going to sage that for you and cleanse that. I'll ask Archangel Michael to clear that energy from your heart space. because we do not want that. And also I am going to do what our friend Ramblin' Mike at Ramblin' Mike's Tarot does whenever that Three of Swords comes up. I'm going to shake these swords out of your heart, Capricorn. We do not want that anymore. So out, 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 out of Capricorn's heart. We are shaking those swords out and start that healing. Start that heart healing, Capricorn. And don't allow people in that, don't reciprocate. Take your time, going forward. You have a strong energy with that King of Pentacles going forward. So don't allow anyone in that you just know is not going to put in as much as you're willing to put in. So let's get you some advice, Capricorn. This is a very strong, very clear read, which I'm glad to see. So we will see what's coming up next. My goodness. Ooh, Capricorn. I like this so much. Okay, more solid earthy energy. Suggested approach is the Hierophant. Wow, commitment, devotion, tuning into your spiritual life deeper, tuning into the mysteries that you have deep in your soul, holding the keys to the kingdom, Capricorn. Yes, you do. It's like, and nobody that isn't worthy is getting in, right? That is definitely the truth. This is Taurus energy with the Hierophant too. So it is grounded, it is stable, it knows its worth, it knows its spiritual value through and through. And look at that. This is better relationships, Capricorn. This is all about love for a lot of my goatees out there, because the Hierophant plus the Two of Cups, that's a marriage type commitment. That is like life partner, soulmate, but not just like fly by night. That's like taking it to the church, right? That is making that lifelong commitment many times. But that Two Cups as well is very healing. You see the caduceus between them, right? This is about healing the heart, healing the soul from the spirit on out. Oh, Capricorn. So whatever relationships, whatever love offers are coming in for you throughout July, and I'm feeling as well into August potentially, that has a very strong possibility of going the distance, but don't rush it. Let them prove their worth to you. Let them take their time and show you what they've got for you. Moving into the next position, what you need to know. World card comes up again. So we've had the World twice. Again, very strongly you could be dealing with one of the fixed signs, which is Leo, Taurus, Scorpio, or Aquarius. But to me, what this really says is you need to know, Capricorn, that a lot of these old cycles are ending. A lot of them are coming to their finality. They're coming to closure. You've gone through several years, 2 years now of, constant, letting go and releasing and bringing things back in and out and having to do a lot of inner balance work with those eclipses. So this final eclipse, that was in your sign, this has really wrapped up some big stuff for you. I'm very happy to see that. Yeah, and I think this is an end to a lot of this emotional confusion. Thank God for that, right? I mean, this is just because, for the last several years, Capricorn, you could have been saying, well, I don't know which partner is best for me. I don't know which job is best for me. I don't know how to start the career that I really love. I don't know how to get going on that project. There's so many things, and I'm scared to pick one because some of those cups have really nice stuff in them, like love or roses or gems. But some of them have like a poisonous snake or, a literal tornado in a cup, right? It's like it could be bad. So it's this, to me, the world could be an end to a lot of that feeling of just being overwhelmed by choices and kind of not knowing which way to go. Just that feeling of not knowing which way to go. The Page of Pentacles is coming up here in your hopes and fears, which really tells me a lot as well. That tells me, Capricorn, that you've been wanting to invest. You've been wanting to plant that seed and start some new things, probably in love and in work and in career. It's like it's all been there. but it's like you have been like, I'm afraid to do it because I'm sensing that I'm on shaky ground. And you know, us Capricorns, we do not like earthquakes. No, we don't. We like nice, solid, stable terra firma. We do not like to make choices if things seem shaky, if a job seems shaky, if a person seems shaky. We're like, I don't want to invest in that. So to me, that really speaks volumes coming up. Wow. Yeah, High Priestess. And you've definitely, you know, been using your intuition, which Capricorn, I know is hard. I know it's hard because it's like when you're really coming from that intuitive space with that High Priestess, it's like it can kind of rock your world emotionally all over the place. It leaves you feeling like, oh my gosh, you know, it's like just very emotional, sometimes very spiritually drained, especially if you're dealing with, you know, people that just suck the life out of you. But it is a good thing on the long run, because I think that you using that intuition and maybe holding back from certain situations has prevented you from more frustration, pain, etc. So outcome card, Capricorn, 8 of Pentacles. So we are not going to stop working, my goats. We are going to keep at it. This is really saying, do not give up. Stay the course, Capricorn. There are people that are watching you, and you are leading by example with that 8 of Pentacles. They're watching you because, you know, the 8 of Pentacles is like, you know, the master, the teacher, the builder, and he's just honing his craft day in and day out. It may seem monotonous, it may seem boring, but the more he does it, it's like it gets better and better and better, and that's definitely a Capricorn work ethic. So don't give up, Capricorn. That is really your outcome card there, telling you, you know, that what you do is worth your time. And there's that Knight of Swords. Don't stress out about it. Knight of Swords is very quick mental energy. It's very quick intellectual energy. There could be people, circumstances, situations that kind of come in and rock and shake things up. Could be Gemini, Libra, Aquarius yet again, because we do have some of those swords folks in there. You know, don't let them shake you. Sometimes they'll shake you up in a good way, right? You know, they'll bring in new information. They'll bring in new ways of doing things. But if all they're bringing in is the negative side of that card, which is the stress, anxiety, it's stuff like that, you don't need that. You don't need that. Be like, you know, sorry, shop door's closed right now. I got work to do. Oh, Capricorn, look at the underside of the Rider-Waite. 7 of Cups. I'm telling you, that's a big one, coming to an end. And the Fool card, coming up to new beginnings, new energies. This is not time to dwell on the past too much if you can help it, because it's going away. You know, it's coming full circle. A lot of these old, you know, these old lousy people, these old rotten situations, it's like they're going out, you know, and you're stepping into double King of Pentacles, might I add again. Double King of Pentacles is in that immediate future, so very, very strong. I think the King of Pentacles is strong for both career and for love, because it is so, you know, it's Taurus. That's what I really feel so much strongly with King of Pentacles is Taurus energy. It's all earth, but really Taurian, because it's got those bulls on the throne, you know, and so to me, it's like it's that sensual love. You know, Taurus is Venus ruled, and that's why I say King of Pentacles is very nice for both work and for romance. So Capricorn, I really believe there's some good things coming up. You're very focused on that. You will not accept less. You will not allow people, you know, to not give equally to you. And you do give a lot. I know Capricorns, you know, you give with your whole heart and soul. When you are really in it, you are in it. But 2 World cards, 2 7 of Cups, 2 King of Pentacles. Big cycles ending, Capricorn. Big cycles. So let's pull from, I'm going to do both the Witch's Wisdom and the Witch's Kitchen to do your affirmation for this, because we just had our summer solstice. So I am going to get into a little bit of the Wiccan tradition here to give you a little more advice at the end of this reading. Look at that. Oh, Capricorn. Watchtower of the South. Season of summer came up as we're talking about summer solstice. I think this is a powerful confirmation. Summer is a very powerful season for you, Capricorn. Absolutely. So look for that, because this is all about your vitality, vibrancy, life returning. The summer is all about that unfettered, you know, growth and abundance. So let's get into the kitchen cards. I'm going to pull 2 from this one to see which herbs. This is all different kinds of magical herbs and plants and flowers. So let's see what comes up for my Capricorn. One from the top and one from the bottom. Oh, yes. Oh, Capricorn. So you have got the lavender card, which is all about peaceful sleep, soothing. Oh my goodness. I love lavender. And I tell you, I've been having a hard time sleeping. So I don't know if that's a Capricorn thing that's going on with us, but it's been very hard to like wind the mind down. It's been really like, you know, going. And then hemp is here as well for expansion, for clarity. And hemp is also very soothing. These two together, wow, you could put some lavender oil and like some CBD cream. Put that on the back of your neck or, you know, on your feet before you sleep, Capricorn. That would be so, so good for you. So beautiful reading, Capricorn. I absolutely am thrilled with the cards coming up for you. They are very confirming for what's going on right now. And I will be back very, very soon with your belated lunar eclipse Capricorn full moon reading. Take care, guys.